Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So, man, I went to sleep, woke up early, woke up around like almost 5 in the morning, took a shower, got dressed. Me and wifey, we decided let's go ahead and head to Target. For those that don't know, there's a huge collab that happened today, and then the online store version of it in Target happens tomorrow, and that is Pokemon and Target. Now, some of y'all might be saying, oh my God, the Pokemon scene. No, it wasn't Pokemon cards, okay? This was nostalgia. This was different. This was literally like your childhood. It ain't the same. You know, these Pokemon cards, I don't like going out there. I don't wait online for Pokemon cards. Not because I look down upon that. No, absolutely not. I hate where the culture has gone with like the love of card collecting and trading card collecting. It's very toxic. People fighting each other over Pokemon cards. It's ridiculous. And so I took the risk. I had cameras on me. I had my Ray-Ban Metas. I was like, I got cameras just in case some bullshit happens. We capturing everything. Now, with this collab, there was so many different partnerships. And that Star, you know, that Star brand that used to be with Walmart, I think it's called Starter or Star. I think it's Starter or something like that. They used to be with Walmart. Somehow, Target acquired them. And they did a collab with Pokemon. And this gen that they brought together with this collab was Kanto region, which was the original three. Bulbasaur, you have Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. So I said, wait a minute, let me look into this a little bit more. And I realized, wait a minute, this is like the nostalgia stuff. Even the binders, when we was in elementary school, I said, oh no, this has nothing to do with Pokemon cards. Let me look into this. So they have everything that you basically would get, you know, your first day of school, your mom and dad or whoever would buy you a bunch of school supplies. So the first thing I told myself was, I'll cop myself some stuff. But I also told myself, let's be fair. I don't like reselling. And I gotta make note of this. I'm not a big fan of the resale game. I hate it. I don't buy things to resell. Everything you've seen here, and plus the receipt that I put on the title thumbnail, that's because I bought one of each, one for myself and one for wifey. So I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna just buy massive amounts and sell things. Now, there might be a time I might sell a mask because I want to get a new mask, but that's not the resale game. I don't like what's going on once again. So we see families online. There is a very short line. Like where I live, it's not that packed. It's really not. But it's just ridiculous. The first thing we got when that Target opened up, and for the record, there was, I think, one guy who was looking to do resale stuff. It was an older man, old ass man behind me. And as soon as the guy did announce that they only had 5 jackets in stock, Target, I'm not gonna lie, y'all need to do better. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all gotta do better. Y'all gotta do better. 5 jackets in stock? That's disgusting. Okay? So I wasn't able to get my jacket from there. I got my jacket from somewhere else. But he ended up leaving and he was pissed off. Everybody laughed at him. There was only a couple of people on the line, and then he got a little bit big, but not that much. By the time we got inside, y'all, and by the way, if you want to go ahead and skip this video to the part where I start showing you things, go ahead. I'll have a timestamp. Everybody was super friendly. Everybody was super cool. And you could tell people were genuinely there with their kids to buy them school supplies or to buy them things that they might like. And it wasn't really for anything resale worthy. Like it wasn't for that. And you could see the real Pokemon fans out there, because again, this was stuff that only particular fans would be interested in, and it wouldn't be worth anything for resellers. Although even though resellers, they find a way to try to scalp shit. So first thing that happened when Target opens, they let you choose one of the 3 starter Pokemon buttons. So this is one of them. This is the 3 starter Pokemon, the buttons that they let you choose from. I picked Squirtle. Wifey picked Bulbasaur. So, and everything I'm gonna show you here, I'm only gonna show you what I like. We got the same things, and if there's anything kind of, you know, girly, she got it for herself. But I'm gonna just get right to it. I'm gonna show you guys exactly, get right to it. I'm so hype about this. And that is the Kanto jacket. Oh my God, look at this jacket. This jacket looks incredible. Look at that. It got the starter brand, okay? It got the Pokeball logo embroidered. It looked crazy. It looks so good. Y'all remember the starter brands? This is incredible. So a couple of cool things about this jacket. Again, very nostalgia. Very, very nostalgia. So immediately off rip, when you open this up, they got all the original badges of the original leagues, of course. The first Regions League. Then when you open this up, they got the starter Pokemon embroidered. This thing is so cool, y'all. This is actually super dope. Again, this wasn't even about people. Well, there's people trying to resell this jacket, pieces of shit. But honestly, this was something that I'm like, yo, I really like this. And I don't normally go out for like hype beast stuff and hype stuff. I normally just get what I like, what you see in the background. But this was something I needed. So it's just attention to detail to everything. It has a starter brand in it. Of course, when you open up this jacket, it's everything related to Pokemon inside, even the stitching. This is amazing. So you got this like little, obviously the tag. They got the Pokemon embroidered. It looks beautiful, man. The colorway is actually fantastic. I liked it. So it has Pokemon in the back, Pokemon straight up in the back. Really, 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 really nice windbreaker, man. This is actually sexy. This here retails for $130. So people on eBay are trying to sell this for $400, $500, $600. Pieces of shit. This thing, it does look beautiful though. And again, I love the colors. Next, we had the Kaboodles. Now you can obviously tell which one is mine and could you tell? And which one is hers. So she got this one and I had got this one. So Kaboodles, basically the on the go, you know, you would be able to put, well, little girls would be able to put like their makeup and stuff like that in this. I'm assuming even with this one too, because I don't recall ever having this one as a kid. I had the little pencil boxes and stuff like that. But I thought it was pretty cool, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna add this to my collection and stuff, because I do have a massive Pokemon collection, and I'll probably put like some cards and stuff like that stored in this one. She's gonna put like her makeup and stuff like that. She's a super huge, she's a big 90s kid, like that ass. We the same age, she's like a 90s baby. Like she's straight up 90s. So when she's seen this, she was like, we gotta have this. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how it look on the inside, so you guys can check this out. This is really dope. This only retailed, I think this retail for $24.99. $24.99 each. Yeah, it was a little bit pricey in my opinion, but again, this is something that we probably won't see again for a long time. And kind of having this in like any of your memorabilia stuff, or like, you know, in your collection, is always going to be a W in my opinion. Not scalping, bitch. In no particular order too am I going to show you these things, not from most expensive to cheap, just whatever I'm actually going to just pull out of the bag, I'm going to just show you guys. So forgive me if you are looking for certain items to be picked out. I'm just like whatever on the go. So one thing we did see was the snacks, and unfortunately the Target we went to is not that bougie, but it don't carry, like, they carry everything, but for some weird reason, again, they didn't have like the like she was looking for like the sprays that they had and all that other cute stuff. They didn't have that, or at least we didn't see it. And I don't know, they just didn't have that. But they had this. It's called Pirate's Booty Aged White Cheddar Rice Corn Puffs, the Pokemon version. So we had to pick up one, and because she's fat and I'm fat, I got my own box, she got her own box. So I grabbed that. One thing we definitely had to grab was the Pokemon Pop-Tarts. Baby, these Pop-Tarts slap. I remember Pokemon Pop-Tarts years ago. Pokemon Pop-Tarts, baby. We had to pick these up. We had to. So again, she picked up one, I picked up one. She ain't touching my kit, I ain't touching her kit. That's how it goes. But again, there's no need to stack up on these and grab a whole. I remember when they dropped Oreos. Remember when Pokemon and the Oreo collab happened and people were like looking that they got the Mewtwo Oreo like, I don't like that. That's weird to me. People going so nuts. Like I bought them and ate them. I know maybe I'm dumb, but I bought them Oreos and ate it. I don't know. I'm just different. We're gonna get to the good stuff too, trust me. Just to show you guys this, I didn't buy the side duck hat, but I bought the Ditto hat. I bought this, the Ditto hat. So I guess I'm gonna place the Diddler somewhere in my collection. Honestly, I didn't really have to buy this one. I bought this off of impulse. Like, I just seen a whole bunch of stuff. I just grabbed it, like, screw it, and I just grabbed it. I didn't really have to grab it, to be honest. But I think it's actually a really dope material hat. And straight up, Pokemon one fits all, one size fits all. Alongside that, again, I had every opportunity. Target is crazy for this, and I should have said this in the beginning of the video. They allow you to buy up to four quantity per person. That is ridiculous, because we literally grabbed the last two of certain items for one each, and they were like, they're out of stock with it. And I was like, you guys are not restocking this? And I felt so bad. That's why I don't understand how scalpers don't give a crap, because I felt genuinely bad. I see kids with their parents, babies in strollers with their parents, young couples and stuff like that. And so I didn't even bother grabbing all three starter Pokemon along with Pikachu. I grabbed me a Bulbasaur tote bag. I think it's pretty nice. It's actually, me saying, it's pretty cute. I ain't gonna lie. It got the little Pokeball buckle, and it's just a regular satchel. Nothing too fancy, but it got like little pockets in here and stuff like that. I thought this was pretty nice. It was, you know, not that expensive either. It's probably like, I think 15 bucks or 10 bucks. I think it was 15 if I'm not mistaken. But they had every Pokemon starter. I think she got the Squirtle one, but I was just like, nah, man, we didn't want to just grab all of them. That's ridiculous. Plus, there isn't a need for me to have all of them. I just wanted Bulbasaur. I love the color, love the design, very simple. But again, I didn't want to be a piece of crap and just buy stuff. When you see the little kids online, bro, and they with their parents and they trying to get stuff for themselves, I think people are pieces of shit for that. And the actual tag says gotta catch them all. It's embroidered. I actually think that's pretty nice. So again, a lot of nostalgia pieces on here. This I probably won't, if I'm being honest, I probably might just hang it up and throw like some plushies in there that I do actually have, but I don't see myself bringing this outside. Obviously I have no real purpose for it, but I might actually throw it in the collection or the theater room and actually like put some plushies in there or put some snacks or something like that in there. Next up, this one is not mine. I actually took this from her bag just to show you guys. This is extremely nostalgia. Like I can't stress this enough. This is probably one of the coolest like collabs that I was a part of, like going, you know, because I don't really participate in any of this stuff, but I thought this was pretty dope because I remember seeing, you know, all my like female classmates when I was like in 4th, 5th grade, 3rd grade, whatever, and they had stuff like this, and it's the Butterfree hair clips. And I think specifically she got this off of just her, you know, memory, and she was like, oh my god, I just gotta have it. So she might just put this like in her Pokemon collection because she actually has a dedicated Pokemon office. So these are actually really cute. I'm not gonna lie, these weren't that expensive either, probably like $6 or $8 or so, but not that expensive at all. They were actually really reasonable with the price. I think the price was actually really good. It's the resellers that are really killing everything. Along with that, I remember having something like this, another Kaboodle. I had this as a kid, but in a different colorway. This is just like a regular box. You know, you would put your little stuff on there, but I had this with crayons and stuff in it, and this comes with a mirror. So obviously I think most likely, like, I guess if girls in elementary school, they would put like their little chapsticks and stuff like that and would, you know, cover that stuff up like and place it in here. But again, this was probably like $8, not that expensive. This was very inexpensive. I could imagine people on freaking eBay trying to resell this for like $25. I don't, you know, pieces of crap. That's it. I know I keep saying it, but yeah. What else could I pick? Oh, so this was sold out immediately when they announced it online, but we seen that they still had a bunch of them in the store. This is the Funko exclusive. It's a Target exclusive. It is Charizard. It comes in a creamy orangey box, and to my knowledge, I thought it was basically, and the box feels different too. It feels like a very vintage, like it feels like different. Like it feels kind of weird. Maybe it's a placebo effect. I don't freaking know, but it has like a vintage look to it. It reminds me of old Japanese toys like that comes in like their version of their box. They always use light colors. I kind of wish this was all in Japanese lettering because that would have been super cool. But nonetheless, I had to get one for myself. What else we got? So this is also hers. They had a bunch of different Pokemon brushes. This is the flip brushes. I think it's a detangler, wet brush, the original detangler. It says pop and go detangler. A lot of girls back in elementary school when I was a kid, they would have this brush. This basically, you would just unbend it, like it would be folded, you would unfold it. And I thought this was pretty cool. She was like, oh my god, I gotta get one. There was like 3 or 4 different Pokemon, whatever, but again, we was just looking to get things for ourselves, man, not for anything else. And she went ahead and picked up this one. This is the Jigglypuff version. I thought it looks cute. I think it looked kind of cool. And man, this is super nostalgic. Don't ask me why I did it. This was impulse as well. I have no reason to I'm not using this. I just really bought this to add this to my collection. My dumbass bought some Pokemon chapsticks, chat. What the hell am I thinking, yo? What am I thinking? I bought some Pokemon chapstick. But it looks so cool, man. Like it looks, I swear to God, if this was like the new current region Pokemon, I probably wouldn't even have participated in this because although I love, like, I still play the new Pokemon games today, I still have a hard time like knowing who's who and stuff like that. But man, I had to pick this one up. And I remember, I don't recall them coming in this box, but I do recall them having like Pokemon chapsticks and stuff like that, you know, when we was kids. So that was pretty cool. I got some Sour Patch Kids Pokemon. This one here though, it ain't just this one got Chikorita, and I think damn, how the hell did I forget this lizard mob? Yeah, man, whatever. But they got Chikorita, Bulbasaur, and I forgot this little green iguana looking motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I forgot who he was. Actually, I know who he is. I just can't remember his name off the top. But wait, mine look open. Ew. Oh no, it ain't. But trust me, the teeth breakers, I will be munching on this month. I had to get it. There was no reason to, but I had to, bro. This is the satchel, right? This is the satchel. This satchel, they had another bag, but the bag was actually for the kickballs. Because for those that don't know, in June, they're dropping kickballs. It's crazy, I know. So they're gonna be dropping kickballs. This looks super cool. It matches the jacket aesthetic. And of course it says gotta catch them all. And it's font, like embroidered and everything. This is super cool with the little pockets and stuff. I wonder if it has any kind of like stitchings on the inside. Nah, it's just pretty basic on the inside. I think this was actually like 20 something dollars if I'm not mistaken, or it could be 18 or 20 something dollars. I wasn't too sure, but yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. So we got Pikachu in here. You can probably see it. They got Pikachu in there. So I think that's pretty cool. This bag is really nice. Purpose of getting it honestly is like if I do go to like one of these card trading events with wifey and we go down to like VA Beach or something like that, or wherever they end up hosting them in the Hiltons or something like that, because sometimes they host events in like hotels, the first floor of the hotel stuff, whatever. We might just, you know, I'll pull up in there and just, you know, try to be on some nostalgia stuff. Who knows? It might be, make it a little cool. Now the next couple of things I'm gonna show y'all, better not judge. All right, we listen, but we don't judge, y'all. Nail art tattoos, I had to get them. Remember these? Y'all don't remember these. Y'all don't recall these. Y'all don't remember these? The tattoos, the little nail ones. These were cool. These were cool. Also, wifey got these. These are keycaps. I should have got one. I'm an idiot. They had another one. I just didn't get one for myself. But she got keycaps. I don't know why it looked like it's dark right here. Like there's a shadow. These are kind of cool. It's all the balls. Pause. I think these were like $8 or something like that, or $10. I'm not too sure. But these are cool little keycaps to keep in. Something that I have that was super cool is actually this. The glow in the dark wall stickers. Who remembers this, bro? Like, why were they bringing out all this? They literally brought this all out for us. They literally said, yo, old heads, y'all remember, come back. And we literally, look at that. The glow in the dark wall stickers. I might mess around and put them right here, man. Y'all, I don't know, man. This is cool. This is cool. Man, this brought back so many memories. This cost about like $6.50, or does it show the price on the back bottom? No, it don't. But this was really cool. And then of course, other stickers. I think this is just the temporary tattoos. I don't know if you guys remember the Pokemon. Pokemon had like the temporary tattoos and stuff like that. You'll be able to get. You put some water on your arm and stuff like that. You was like, remember the fake pack of cigarette candies? It was like Spider-Man, the Hulk. They had like different like superheroes on the boxes, and you open up with like these little white sticks. And I don't know, for me, because maybe I'm ghetto, I used to fake like I was smoking cigarettes. They came with a tattoo in it. Anyway, let's not talk about that. But yeah, them candy cigarette thingies, that reminded me of that, because that's basically what they used to have. Pokemon had like their own version of it, but they were having stickers. Inexpensive. Now, this is something I thought was cool. I bought all 4, but again, I bought one for not only for me, but for her as well. And it's the different bag charms. I think this is pretty cool. Of course, the Master Ball. Yeah, the original. Look at this. These are mad cool. Now, I don't know. It's a charm thingy, I think it's called. It's called a bag charm. I don't know what I would put in there, but probably on some road travel stuff. You know, we are planning on going to Japan soon. So with that being said, I might just, you know, put something in there, buy like little charm stuff, pack it up inside, because inside of this, it don't have that much room, obviously. But, you know, when you look at it, it holds something. I think it holds a little bit of quarters. You wash clothes, got some quarters. But this looks really cool. It's like a mesh material. It's a mesh material, very thin. Nothing too crazy. I think these were like $3.50. This wasn't that expensive. Oh no, these were $8. No wonder no wonder this shit was expensive. Yeah, these were expensive. All right, now we bought a couple of these. I got a tumbler. I bought the Arcanine one. She got Gyarados. No, she got Snorlax and Jigglypuff. I only got Arcanine. But again, we wanted to grab all the ones that they had, but I was just like, man, it don't matter. Next month they're dropping the Johto League one with the Johto League jacket. So I said, you know what? Ain't no pressure, man. These are cool little moments where we get to actually relive our youth years as like kids and shit with these Pokemon stuff. So I didn't really need that much, but this is pretty cool. I actually like that a lot. Does it say the price on it? This was $7. So the stickers don't show the price. The keycaps say $10. This was $7. This right here is pretty cool. The mystery water type Pokemon bottle. Now, I'm not gonna lie, since they said there was a quantity of 4 per person, I low-key was gonna grab 8. I know. It's, you know, for 4 for me, 4 for her. We ended up grabbing just 1 each. Okay, we just grabbed 1 each. I was gonna grab 4 and 4. It says find all 6. Pretty much, this is basically just water type Pokemon. So they got Totodile, Psyduck, Gyarados, Magikarp. They have Slowpoke and Squirtle. And pretty much it's like a blind box. So you would basically open this up and it'll just be, let me open it up right now. And it'll be whatever. Let me see. Man, I got weak ass Slowpoke, man. I don't want Slowpoke. Come on, man. Why would I get Slowpoke out of everybody, man? And he lay like me. Anyways, super cool bottle though. Super cool. The box art, amazing. I love how the box art looks. I like the fact that they kept it all consistent throughout it all. So I thought that was pretty cool. This water bottle thing is mad cute. I'm not gonna lie. It's really cute. It says gotta catch them all right on here. I think this is like mad cute, honestly. Like if you got kids, you guys should definitely be buying these for your kids. Like definitely cop these for the kids and let them go to school with it in their lunchbox. It's like a little cool thing to have, man. This is actually really nice. Low key, this is actually like, I actually like this a lot, even if it is Slowpoke. It's actually really nice. What else we got? Oh yeah, of course. Now I can confirm, I didn't buy no clothes. Wifey got some shirts. She got some Jigglypuff shirts, some stuff like that, Eevee shirts, whatever. The quality was like immaculate. It was like very thick, like material. Like it wasn't like them cheap shirts. They were a little bit pricey. Some of them like $30, $28, $26. So, you know, she got those. I went ahead. We got each other each of these, but I went ahead and I had to get the Holy Grail. Literally, if it wasn't for the jacket, I probably wouldn't have cared. But this is the Holy Grail. Y'all don't remember these? Do y'all remember these? Oh my God. Wow, the Trapper Keeper, the original Trapper Keeper. We got Mewtwo. This is how you know, I think like it's kind of messed up what's going on with the resale game. Now, the Target that we went to, it's a very nice Target. Everybody's calm, collective every time we go there, just to shop. Everything is cool, man. Families, everybody. They only had 1 box of these. So if these were sold out, they were sold out. That's why we're like, damn, y'all don't have that much stock. There was 2 left and we grabbed the last 2. So 1 for her, 1 for me, right? And before I open these up, just let me put this down real quick. We're about to get crazy in this bitch. All right, we'll put these down. This right here is the original. You see this? You would basically open it up and you would have the original binder. Is it upside down? Oh, it is. Sorry. You would have the original binders, y'all. Now, with this one, it comes with a couple of Pokemon card sleeves, right? Just like the original Pokemon card sleeves. So you get a couple of sheets of Pokemon card sleeves. Then you get the original binders. Y'all, this is insane. The original binders. Do y'all remember? I mean, the original folders. Do y'all remember these folders? Hold on, let me see. Do y'all remember these folders? This is insane, bro. It comes with 2 folders. One with Mew and then one with Mewtwo. This was hard, bro. This is so dope. Like, and the crazy thing about it, chat, or I keep saying chat because every time I'm live, I say chat. And it's from the original company too, Mead. I think it's called Mead or something like that. Mead. Is that I couldn't afford these as a kid. There was only one that my mom got me, and it was Kangaskhan. And that was the only one I ever had. So that's why I kind of like wilded out. I didn't buy the Gengar one. They had a Gengar one. I should have. but I said, screw it, bro. It doesn't matter. So I got this one. I also got Arcanine, which is one of my favorite Pokemon. I had to grab his. So of course, again, when you open it, you get sleeves. You get basically sleeves of the Pokemon cards. Then you get this folder, which is amazing because I had these as a kid. And then you get it in black as well. Yo, honestly, any parents watching, definitely get these for your kids if you're able to. These are super cool. These are super cool. This is some of the most nostalgic stuff I've seen come out from Pokemon. And then with the back art, look at this. Sexy. This is like my childhood, bro. This is like my childhood, bro. I was never able to get the ones that I truly wanted. My mom settled for like the Kangaskhan one. Not saying that the Kangaskhan one was bad, but it wasn't like a trifold. It wasn't like the bent fold, like a book kind of binder. It was just like a regular binder that has Kangaskhan on it. I might use this only for my schedule, simply because of the fact that there was no purpose in me getting it, but it was just a nostalgia trip. And it's the actual book, bro. It's the Mead book. You would put your name and subject, and oh my God, Trapper Keeper had Mew and Mewtwo. Oh my God, just nostalgia all over the place. I remember I used to mess up all my stuff, and the right here used to get messed up by the end of the week, man. This is crazy. You just write your notes. So I might just write like my schedule and stuff like that for my recordings and stuff, just because I want to actually make use of it. This right here, they had so many different ones though. I only picked up this one. I said I don't need no other ones. Mewtwo though, I had to pick it up. And lastly, I had to get Charizard, bro. I had to pick up Charizard. I think these were $14 each, if I'm not mistaken. They don't show the price, but they were like $14 each. So of course, you already know, you open this up, turn this way, you get the Pokemon sleeves, you'll get the orange, and then you get black with Charizard. This is so cool. This right here, it just made it worth it, man. When I seen these binders, and I think in June they got like the kickballs and stuff like that, but with the designs of all the Pokeballs and stuff. So that's basically all we got. But she got like extra stuff, like clothes and extra girly stuff. They didn't have like the sprays that she really wanted. But nonetheless, we did get like duplicates of stuff for each other. But yeah, man, this came out to be expensive. I kind of wilded out, but thankfully no drama, no nothing, and it was not as bad. Thank you, Lord. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. I want to do more hauls, more unboxing videos, and probably in a better angle, probably have the camera straight and I'm standing and just showing you guys this. But please let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This was definitely worth it. I mean, this is just history. This is just nostalgia. This is what I feel like it's worth it. You know what I mean? But the way the Pokemon card scene is going right now, hell no. You got people beating each other up over damn Pokemon cards. That shit, hell no. You got people snatching each other. You know, these little ass kids with their parents is struggling, not able to get a box. That shit's ridiculous. And I really hope y'all have severe diarrhea every time an ETB drops, and so y'all can shit y'all pants. That's serious. But I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. I know this is out of the ordinary of what I normally do on this channel, but man, I would love to do so much more content, and I love you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. I'll catch you on the next video, and please, I don't know what else to say. Anyways, bye.